Here's the book again. It ain't heavy, it's my story. It's stories, but it's also the odd poem, my poems. And this is my take on what was happening in the States in the mid-60s, how things were changing, partly due to the British music invasion. Things were moving on. And I call this Krupa's Last Stand. Gene Krupa was the great American drummer. They called us limey weirdos as we dropped down from the skies. We landed amongst the straight crop Yanks in their suits and ties. They pointed and they goaded. They couldn't believe their eyes. Then flower power struck in 67 and they all looked like Jesus Christ. Long hair. My hero, Little Richard, to me there's no one greater. Cop's gun sticking in his neck in the Paramount elevator. Those little white girls, they love me. He struggled and he cried. And this was New York City, back in 65. Richard left the show with Hendrix, talented and mighty. An animal took Jimmy under his wing and flew him back to Blighty. A bed of nails awaited. I first witnessed it with Bill Wyman. An air-breaking experience that gave the chattering class a thrill. Now the winds of change are blowing and a strong westerly took hold. The Canadian blonde got Willie and led him from the fold. She served up both sides now over crumpet, tea and toast. He liked her capitasto and they headed for the coast. We came, we saw, we parted, but most of all we played and ended up preaching brotherly love to the land that freed the slaves. We hit them with a three-way. The front line was all smiles. Then long cool woman shook her ass and they were dancing in the aisles. Krupa's Last Stand.